Conspiracy theories. Well, we've certainly had some. They do the rounds, they become popular, people get all excited about them. There've been conspiracy theories going on for a while. Perhaps one of the first that I heard of is that Pearl Harbor, that the US President Franklin Roosevelt had prior knowledge and that he was aware of that attack coming and that that's all being concealed from us. Then of course there've been conspiracy theories about the assassination of John F. Kennedy, conspiracy theories about the moon landing with claims that it was fake, conspiracy theories about 9/11, that it was an inside job and that there were a lot of things happened that were concealed from public view, and more recently conspiracy theories about the US 2020 presidential election. They come, they go. Conspiracy theories, in fact, some don't seem to go because they keep raising their head and a lot of people believe them. Time magazine did an article on conspiracy theories in 2019, August. Just this week, National Geographic have put out an article on conspiracy theories. Look, the point of this little spiel is not to say that conspiracy theories are all ridiculous or that conspiracy theories are all wrong. My point is not really to say that, yes, we can always trust the media and the narratives that we are presented by media and government are always 100% correct. Not at all. But the point is this, that we can lose personal credibility by quickly latching onto a conspiracy theory, getting all excited about it, and then starting, typing away and posting and spreading that out there. And then we find out later it was completely false. That theory had no basis to it. And then we lose credibility. We lose credibility for being one of the proponents of that theory. I mean, seriously, is it smart to hear a little bit of information and then become a propagator of that information and have hundreds, even thousands of people reading what we put on social media, and then again later on that theory is debunked? And to use an expression that people sometimes use today, we end up with egg on our face because we were very loud about it and now it's turned out not to be true. This is what James says. Well, firstly in James chapter 3 verse 1, addressing or talking about teachers, James says, "Not many of you should become teachers, my brothers, for you know that we who teach will be judged with greater strictness." So those of us who God has called and graciously privileged to be in any kind of teaching role, we need to be doubly careful about running with conspiracy theories and just putting information out there. And then also very relevant to this topic, in James chapter 1 verse 19, James says, "My beloved brothers, let every person be quick to hear, slow to speak." And we could also apply that in the modern setting, slow to post. Yes, being slow to post things instead of just taking something and then just putting it out there, just reposting a delicious bit of information we've heard from someone who may be someone who's got no qualifications in that area. They've just heard a rumor from someone else. They might be spreading information about a vaccine and they're not a medical doctor. They don't really know the true facts. They just hear a little bit, they spread it, we repost it, and it gets out there. And again, the danger is that we can lose credibility. There's a relevant verse to this topic in Proverbs 29 verse 20, which says, "Do you see a man who is hasty in his words? There is more hope for a fool than for him." Yeah, and I'm speaking to myself here. We need to be really careful about being hasty in sharing opinions, hasty in spreading conspiracy theories, because it's not wise. It is much better to be someone who's more measured and we've got some poise and we think about things. We do some of our own research. We don't just join in with join in behind a bandwagon and align ourselves with some protest movement because some enthusiastic zealot is at the front of the parade. No, we say, no, I'm not going to be pushed around here. I'm going to do my own research and find things out for myself. I'm going to be an independent thinker and think about this, look at this, and most of all, I'm going to be in submission to the Word of God. And the Word of God teaches us to be slow to speak. May God help us to be careful and smart about how we respond to conspiracy theories.